Guys, you know what I love as much as cars? Coffee. I drink a ton of it every day. And I'd like to talk to you about Beeline Coffee. I have been working with these guys to produce perfectly delicious small batch roasts. Now this isn't some off the rack stuff. This is really properly first rate coffee. I've been drinking a lot of it. I've been working with them to develop the flavors and it is delicious. And I really want you to try some as well. So hit the link in the description and check out some of these roasts. And if you want to buy some, code TST at checkout gets you 10% off your first order and free shipping. Let us know what you think. We're going to keep working on the blends, and thanks for watching our videos. Morning guys, welcome to the Angeles Forest. Very unique opportunity here. I've been waiting a while to have a go in one of these. This is John, and thank you for joining me, John.
No problem.
With your home-built Factory 5 818. Tell me about this thing. I know it's a kit based that you take apart a WRX.
Yeah, so we have a 2006 WRX, one owner, 50,000 miles. Put it in the back of a Factory 5 kit car and went from all-wheel drive to rear-wheel drive, and it's a lot of fun at 2,000 pounds.
So this is a tube chassis car, fiberglass body.
Yes.
You know, Factory 5 obviously known for their Cobra replicas and reproductions of cars from the 60s. But this is their a complete design.
Yeah.
So it's a mid-engine rear drive car that uses either a WRX or an STI engine in the back, right? So there's a 2-liter turbo.
2.5.
Oh, it's a 2.5. Did you say STI?
No, it's WRX 2.5 from 06.
Oh, the older one. I apologize. Okay, great. And then a 6-speed gearbox, 5-speed?
5-speed.
Okay. And the ergonomics are a little strange. My head hits the roof. The steering wheel's up here. The gas pedal's way farther down than the brakes, so heel towing may be tough, if not impossible. But I'm excited. So let's have a go. Sounds good.
It does sound mean.
Okay, the clutch take-up is very high. Shifters are nice and tight.
Yeah.
Okay, immediately I can tell it's fast. How much power does your engine make?
So it's 325 to the wheels at 2,000 pounds. So it's definitely quick.
Yeah, potent is the word.
Oh yeah.
All right, we're gonna have to do windows up, and it's gonna suck, but we'll live. Oh, this is right at home, isn't it? Wow. Okay, so no power brakes, no ABS, no traction control, right?
Yeah, nothing that could save you.
So you really got to stand pretty hard on the brake pedal to get it to stop. But you got to be progressive, because if you're too hard, you'll just lock them up. It makes all the right sounds. All of them.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, no joke, huh? That's real
Still got
power.
that boxer. I got that boxer rumble.
Yeah, so you built a fan box around your air-to-air intercooler.
Yeah.
Is that because now it doesn't have a scoop in front, it's not up top, so you got to get air on there?
Yeah, so it's either we could do an air to water or possibly upgrade to a larger intercooler, but they're all designed to be in the front.
Right.
So we had IlkFab design us a nice intercooler shroud that sucks in from the roof ducts into the engine with fans.
Would it have been easier to switch? Sorry, I'm having fun. Would it have been easier to switch to an air to water intercooler?
It would have if we would have foreseen it just not being able to handle that enough. There's just not enough airflow back there. So,
wow, this thing is fast, man.
yes, 4.9 pounds per horsepower. So we had to do something besides taking all the body panels off to do all the plumbing for an air to water.
Right. So you made a box.
We made a box.
Which works, apparently.
Works great.
I'll tell you what, your engine's dialed, man. The engine feels great.
Delicious tuning.
Delicious tuning? Yeah,
Oh,
I know
yeah.
that. By far the trickiest part for me is this pedal box. There's got to be, is this just out of a WRX? It's not, is it?
The gas pedal that's a Wheelwell pedal box that we ordered. It's from Factory 5. It's an aftermarket part. have to, it's not like driving another manual or something that's mass produced. You have to actually learn it and take the time to know where your feet have to be.
So you said this took a year to build, right?
Yeah, so it took about a year, and then the last 10% took about 3 months to really get it tuned in, get everything tightened down. Went to HG, had them dial it in perfectly so that it feels as safe as it can.
Well, you know what? I would say for the most part, it actually feels semi-normal.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
You know,
it doesn't feel like you built it in your garage.
It doesn't feel like you built it in your garage.
Now, before we went to HG, it did feel like you built it in your garage, and that was not something I wanted to drive on the road. So now I can deal with it.
What is your suspension setup like?
So it's Coney makes suspension that actually is provided with the factory 5 kit. So they're just Coney shocks. So they're not the ones from the original Subaru.
So the kit comes with chassis, body, interior, and suspension.
Yes.
And then you provide,
you provide all the drivetrain.
You provide drivetrain, and then some interior things like the gauge cluster.
Gauge cluster, anything that's from the Subaru, it was just from your donor car. But like the carpeting dash, that's all from factory 5.
Okay. All right, uphill time. I like the power and the noises. It's probably what a tuned 718 Cayman is going to sound like. It rides pretty well, you know?
It does ride like a track car a little bit, but it's not that bad. It's really not that bad.
Well, it's firm, but it's not abusive.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, man.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
It's definitely different.
We decided to keep it tapered too at 325 with the wheels. We think too much would have just killed it. Too much boost lag.
I could see turning this into a psycho death.
Yeah.
This, I would say, is quite manageable, actually. What? The sounds are awesome. So what does your iPad here do?
Oh, that was just for navigation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
there's no radio or any of that kind of stuff?
No.
Is there even like a defroster, a blower vent?
We put some Rain-X. That's our defroster for the moment.
So you've got no airflow in the cabin, huh?
No.
Is there a trunk of any kind?
No, that's engine. In the front, there's nothing. Just the radiator and the battery.
So this is for you, yourself, and you.
Built for me, by me. Got to do the parts for Mercedes. We have Mercedes AMG mufflers on it and exhaust tips, but GLA 45. Door handles are a Miata.
Yeah, that I didn't know. This is such an interesting car.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, man. A different pedal setup would transform this whole thing. Without being able to heel toe.
Yeah.
And without the lack of real confidence in the brakes, that's what's keeping me from
pushing.
Yeah, you know. And it's your car. Maybe you know it a lot better than I do, but that's the difference between my confidence being at a 6.
Yeah.
But this is cool. It's definitely different and weird and unique. I do like the shifter a lot. Starting to vibe with it a little bit now.
Just takes a smooth touch, gotta learn it.
Well, it's definitely better uphill. I don't like having to rely on these brakes, but up the hill.
All the right driving senses. Sound, smell, everything.
Sight, sound, smells are all there. They're all there. you don't mind, I don't know what your time is worth.
What would you like to do?
How much does this cost to build?
Factory 5 says it could be done in 15, which it can if you stick with the gel coat red that it comes in. If you want to do it right and make it your own, anywhere from 40 to 65.
Oh wow, that really came up. Yeah. That really came up, didn't it?
It depends if you want to do it like you're gonna almost build a production car and do it right the first time, or kind of just put it together.
See how it goes.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you say this car is at the higher end of that range because it's pretty done up?
I do believe so. It is at the higher end.
Well, look, it is different and weird and cool, and it's very light and it's very fast. And if you want your senses piqued, it is a totally good option. On the other hand, I'm having trouble getting confidence with the brake pedal being A, non-power, and B, being placed strange. And if you're my height, it's not going to be very comfortable. How tall are you?
5'11".
Yeah, under 6 feet is I'm 6'3", so that's the cutoff. But thank you so much.
You are very welcome.
I mean, it really was a privilege to drive this,
no
and
problem.
I've always wanted to have a go. It looks and sounds really interesting, so thank you. And check out John's Wheelwell to see what went into this. It's significant, and we'll see you again soon next time. Bye.